Today I'm going to talk about intonation. That's how your voice sounds. Your pitch, your resonance. So pitch just means how high or low your voice is. Not how loud or soft it is, but how high or low it is. It's like here is a very high voice and here is very low gravelly voice. It's kind of almost in a glottal voice. And if you're speaking like this all the time, where you can kind of hear that gravelly kind of sound in your voice, it's really not very healthy for your voice. So try to raise it up just a notch and project the air more out the front. So if you want a good American English sound, you're going to try to project your air more out of the front of your mouth. And it's almost psychological, right? Just think about your voice coming forward. And imagine everything in the front of your mouth and everything forward here. Also, when you are speaking, there's a difference in American English where your tongue is primarily residing. Like typically ours is near the middle, and then some sounds are at the front and some sounds are at the back. We've got our T, Ds, and S's and all those up near the front. The SH's and the CH's and J's are kind of somewhere in the middle. And then the R's and the K's and the G's and the ings are back here. And then we've got the M's and the P's and the B's are just right up here with our lips. So other languages might have their tongue primarily in near the back of their mouth or in the front of their mouth. For instance, when I'm studying Spanish and trying to speak Spanish, it seems like everything is at the front. Like I have to kind of think, okay, now I'm speaking Spanish. I want to have everything near the front of my mouth. Like even my R's are going to be up here at the front of my mouth. Whereas American R's or English R's are going to be, your tongue goes back. They're in the back. R, ra, ing, r, a, ir, ir, all those, your tongue goes back. When I'm studying French, when I'm speaking French, it seems like a lot of the sounds are in the back because there's a lot more nasal kind of sounds in French words. There's a lot of on, ing, no, not ing, anyway, more so in French words than in American English words. There might be some other languages too that have more nasal and sounds in the back of their mouth. So if your language is one that you primarily speak in near the back of your mouth and your tongue's in the back of your mouth and there's more nasal sounds in the back, you're going to have to kind of train yourself to think, oh, I'm switching into English now. I'm going to start thinking out of the front of my mouth when I'm speaking English. So try to do that. It's more psychological than anything as far as the resonance. Then, of course, your tongue, you're going to imagine it more to the middle or the front of your mouth. Well, let's see. Also, so resonance. You can either have a hyponasal voice, which is what your voice sounds like if, I'm trying to do it, if you're really stuffed up. I don't know if I can fake this, actually, because when I do like this, I almost sound nasal. I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to make a hyponasal voice, which is mean my nose is stuffed up. Or you might have a hypernasal voice, and that one's going to be hard for me to fake. It just sounds very nasally, very, hey, I think I did it. A very nasally voice, kind of like this. I don't know. I think I'm changing other things too. Anyway, so that's a hypernasal voice. And also I have a video that explains hypernasal and hyponasal, and I did that a while ago, and I'll post the link down below, so I won't have to go through it all right now and the causes and everything. But, so try to make sure that your voice is like somewhere in the middle. Somewhere in the middle is like the perfect American voice. Just not too hyponasal, not too hypernasal, just somewhere in the middle. And if you can, just try to project your voice out the front. Lots of air coming out the front, project out the front. And that would be a great American sounding intonation.